Hello friends, I'm at the same creek, Noontootla. I figure I'm out here, I'm catching fish, I just spooked one. Why not just keep catching them? I've got time. There's supposed to be brown trout in here too, but I have yet to catch a brown trout or see a brown trout caught here. I don't know, maybe there's just not as many, but I'm gonna go down to that big pool and fish up a little bit, just for fun. Join me, would you? Ah, I had a fish. Now I do not. Now I have a log. It was a hefty one too. You know, you can always tell. Especially with this rod, because it's so soft. I knew there was going to be a fish there, but it was smarter than I am. Graceful. Hey! It wasn't a waste. No! He's gone. I didn't bring my net with me, but he saw him. And I touched him. Camera cut off. Don't know when. I caught a fish. So what I was saying was I figured the best way to ensure I caught a fish was to not bring a net. That's usually when I catch them, when I'm unprepared. See? No net. Another fish. Hands still wet, big ol' eyes. What a little beauty. Back in the water, friend. 2 out of the same hole though. That's odd for wild fish in Georgia, from my experience. The water's really loud right here, so I'm kind of trying to be loud enough to be heard, but I feel like I'm yelling at you. Man. Oh. He's gone. That one was the biggest one. So I want to see if I can get on the other side of that stick. Didn't even have to. Look at this guy. Look at that. Oh yeah. Beauty. Whoop. He's also gone. Oh, this spot is amazing. I suppose if I'm just itching for a wild trout, I know a good spot to go now. Whoop. 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 Woo. Hey, I didn't fall in and wash away. What a success story. Ha! Oh! That was about a 2.5, 3-incher. Boy, they like this fly. Holy cow! Oh, what? I guess I should have brought a net. My wet hand isn't exactly good for wrangling. And if you could not tell from their extreme wiggliness and hopping off the hook so quickly, those were all rainbows. So, still haven't encountered one of those fabled browns. I think I was caught on a leaf. I was going to make a video about like an apology. Well, I was going to put a little segment at the beginning of a video apologizing to the 13 of you that watch my videos for the delay in uploads. But I figured why? Because most of y'all know me personally, those of you that actually watch my videos, and you know that I'm working full-time again. I don't have as much time to doing stuff. Also not as much time to editing stuff. I was just editing a video the other day, and I was almost done, and my program crashed and lost everything I had done in the past 2 hours. Back onto my point, I don't have as much time as I used to. Oh! Boy, I yanked him a little too hard. I was getting lazy on setting the hook, so I was trying to, you know, set it a little more vigorously, and boy, I set him into flight. Vigorous cruising through the air. Now that one doesn't count, but, you know, I consider the other ones caught. The ones that, you know, you could see. Not just because they were fish missiles. Fish aisles. Fish sizzle. For shizzles. The first time I came to this creek, oh good grief, I fished this section of it. I was even worse at fishing then than I am now. If you can imagine such a thing. It's hard to picture, but this was the first place that I encountered wild trout. Didn't catch them, but encountered them nonetheless. I had many bites. I was just even worse at setting hooks. It was actually right under this log where I got my first wild trout bite. And I was an excited little boy. And although I say little boy, it wasn't really that long ago. I've done all of this fishing in my 40th year of life. Ooh, you know what? This will make a nice little picture. There we go. What a beaut. You got all them colors. Let's see if we can put the old phone in the pocket and not drop it in the river. Creek. The creeker. That sounds like a Scooby-Doo villain. The creeker. Also, the first time I came here, I was fishing exclusively dry flies. I didn't know how to fish anything else. Just need to catch one more. One more fish and I'll be happy. I mean, I'm already happy. One more fish and I'll stop being greedy? Hey! Speak of the devil, one more fish. Oh! Hiding my lips. One more. Boogers. That could have been my one more fish to touch. That's the goal, not catch, touch. I need to touch one more fish. Look, sometimes you gotta modify your goals, alright? You have to make them fit your life. It's raining again. Because it's the same day as the last video. That's why it's raining again. Perhaps right there's a little fellow. I think that was a little rock. That was the same rock. Yep. Oh, it was a leaf. A leaf I was getting hung on again and again and again. Some thin water here. Very slick rocks, though. I mean, you gotta look at the bright side. If the water's shallow, at least the rocks are slick. Is that the bright side of that? There's a, boy, that is a huge whatever those things are. Those little bottom feeders that have stripes. They're like fat little zebras, but they're fish. I only know what fish are when I can Google lens them. I mean, except for the obvious ones. Well, I sound like quite the fishing enthusiast, don't I? I have to Google lens my fish, unless it's a trout. If it's a trout, I can recognize it. If it's not a trout, Google lens. That's a lie. I know sunfish, bass, all those. I just want to get my hands on one more fish. I don't know if that's a leaf or a fish, but there's something over there. Looks like a leaf. Leaf fish. Fish Garrett. Fish Erickson. Oh, I touched it. That technically counts, right? Barely hooked him. There he is. Look at that tiny little beauty. Such nice colors. You're off, friend. Alright, well, there it is. Hey, there we go. Another successful fishing adventure. There's a little more up here, so I'm going to keep fishing, and you're not going to see it. Thanks for joining me again in the same area, catching the same kind of fish. Bye-bye.